It's starting to rain.
Got it?
Yeah.
Hey, if anybody's out there, we're live at Legoland and I'm trying to get something in before the weather starts, but I don't know if it's going to hold out. But we're going to head over to Miniland if we can make it over there in time. The rain's coming, I might pause and come back on, so we'll see. Follow me this way. So this is near Heart Lake City here, and of course the rain's starting, so we'll be right back. Right when I'm filming, right?
Yep. I hit stop.
Yeah, you're gonna have to. Are you sure you want to cancel?
Yeah.
Well, I can talk in here for a second. So, we're in Legoland right now outside Heart Lake City and the ice cream parlor, and everybody's running for their lives because the water's coming down.
We're not in
There's nobody on here anyway right now.
We're not in Heart Lake City yet.
It's right there, Heart Lake City. And over here is where we're heading to Miniland if the rain doesn't take too long to stop. We are a few minutes early. But there's nobody on right now anyway, so if you guys come on, if nobody shows up, then I will stop filming. Right in time, the rain. So we'll chat here for a few minutes, see if somebody comes in.
Show them the llama.
Say hi to Brendan, say hi to everybody.
Hi.
You having fun at Legoland today?
Yes.
What have you done so far?
Win this llama.
That's what you did at Legoland? You won a llama? What else? Come on, look at the
I don't
camera.
know.
Nothing? Let's see about Mommy.
Oh, no, we got soaked at the camera ride.
This is the lovely, they call them brick wives. And she's never been on the camera, so she doesn't like me on camera. But we'll say hi. Say hello to the camera.
Hello.
There's nobody watching, so you don't have to be shy right now.
Doesn't mean someone's not going to turn into it later when you post it.
Yep. But we're on here now at Legoland waiting, see if the rain stops. We're in a little food section here. There's pizza and pasta. And nobody's watching anyway. So, see if the rain stops. We're gonna wait here for a second.
The rain didn't stop.
It was really hot here today. Just went on a ride that got us soaked, but that was okay because now I'm cooled down. And still nobody on.
You're early.
I am early. Well, figured I'd get set up and that way the early bird can say hi. They might be stopping, so we'll see. And Drew, who's the BuiltFromBricks co-host, is probably still sleeping right now because he works crazy night shift hours, and he said he'd be up at 2, but we'll see if he's actually up at 2. Not sure if he'll make it. All right, we might be able to walk a little bit here, so she's gonna film. Here, I gotta. That's towards you. So if the rain holds out, we're walking over towards Miniland. You'll see if any viewers come on.
Yeah, in the
Come this way.
top left corner. Where it has the little eye.
As we dodge the raindrops, headed to Miniland. See, I got my BuiltFromBricks shirt on. Got some ice cream on the front, of course.
And I got my llama.
So we're walking down here in Miniland, and Miniland is all
Like,
scale models of buildings, and they're set to not minifig scale, but a 4-inch mini figure. I guess I don't know what you call them, but Miniland scale is what they call them.
yeah, pretty much.
So we're heading into there right now.
They are mini.
Let's see, the first thing we're coming to is the Daytona Speedway. And a lot of the Lego models here, they need to be updated because they're in the Florida sun and the color on these things is faded pretty badly. But they've built a new model shop down here, so that should be able to let them rebuild some of this stuff and fix it, because a lot of the stuff, as you can see in 1 second, is a little bit faded in the sun, or a lot bit faded.
Yeah, it's almost
So here is the Daytona Speedway. Pretty cool. They have the racetrack with the sounds, the laps, and of course all the trailers in the middle, which are for all the guests and probably all the racers to hang out when they're not racing.
the pond.
We should head over towards the Luxor, I think that is, in Las Vegas, and the Sphinx. Oh, we also have what's over this way? The space shuttle.
Yeah,
Oh, there's somebody on. I see one viewer. Say hello so we know you're there. So over here we have the last launch is 30 minutes after park close. This is the space shuttle. And again, you can see the colors on the white. The white's one of the worst colors you could possibly use because it does get really, really faded on it. But it's still a really cool build. That thing's probably, what, 4 or 5 feet tall? And solid Lego. Hello to whoever's watching. Feel free to chat and we can say hello. We come over this way, there's more space stuff, which is the John F. Kennedy Space Center. I hear a bunch of beeps. I don't know if that's chatting or...
No, that's me.
So over here we have some of the older shuttles on display as well as the hangars and the JFK Space Center. I've never been to this, so I don't know much about it, but NASA's the big building over there in the background. That thing is huge. Let's go over to Las Vegas. A little more cool stuff going on over there. So I see the Luxor pyramid over there as well as the Sphinx and some hotels. And beyond that is New York City, though I think it's the mini New York City that's actually in Vegas, so it's New York inside of Vegas, because there's another Statue of Liberty in a different part of Miniland.
Yeah, you can actually, there's a Statue of Liberty right there. Holding its coat. It actually looks like it.
Here is the Luxor pyramid, and the Sphinx is the entrance to the Luxor. I've never been to that. I've been to Vegas, but there's 3 people watching. Say hi, whoever's watching. O'Sullivan. Hello to O'Sullivan. There's some little sound effects going on in this speaker. Here's one of the large casinos. There's a monstrosity of a Lego build here. Further on is the...
They make it look real.
Oh, this is called the Excalibur. Named after King Arthur's mythical sword. King Arthur's teacher was in the wizard Merlin, who still appears on this building. Oh, I can see Merlin. If you look in between the spires there, you can see Merlin. Getting a little rain, so hopefully it doesn't stop us from filming. A little more of the Vegas Strip over here.
No, this is New York.
It's actually pretty cool. We got a little rain coming down, so we might have to pause this for a second or get out of the rain. How long are you going to be there for? Just today at Legoland. Where are you from?
Rhode Island.
I don't know who O'Sullivan is, but he's watching. Gotta stay out of the rain. Let's go this way. You gotta move a little quickly now because there's rain coming down and Michelle's covering the camera and the phone, which is helping. Here's the Mirage. And here is the, what is this? See, New York, New York. It's the mini New York that's in Vegas.
Pennsylvania.
Where's Pennsylvania?
He's from Pennsylvania.
Oh, he's from Pennsylvania. Ah. We're gonna run into something for cover for a second because it's starting to pour. Unless you can keep that camera dry.
Show them the Eiffel Tower.
There's 5 people watching right now.
The Eiffel Tower's right over there. Eiffel Tower.
Over here is the large-scale Eiffel Tower, much bigger than the one that you can build in. But that's the Eiffel Tower restaurant. So again, I think that is stuff that's all in Vegas, as well as the MGM Grand, which is huge behind it. Ah, we're getting soaked. Help. Are we still filming?
Yes.
I can't film in the rain. We gotta go for cover for a second.
Shelter!
Hold on. Where do we go?
Under the street.
Shelter! Is the camera still filming?
Yep.
Under your shirt.
This is not working. We're getting soaked right now, so we'll be right back. It's in my pocket filming right now. Because I don't want to finish it, because then it will make a separate recording. Come on, rain, stop. I need that bag on my phone. That's what I need.
Your wife was smart enough to take one.
Come on.
If there's a dry spot, I can take my phone out of my pocket. I am from Rhode Island, and as you can see, I'm getting soaked here right now.
Oh, please.
But I think the rain might be stopping, which I'm hoping,
No,
because
it's going down, but not stopping.
We're still in Miniland right now. Sorry, whoever's on here. But I think the rain might have let up enough that we can come out of this tree and film a little more before it pours some more. And there's nobody in here, which is awesome. They all ran.
Yeah, for their lives.
Bear with me. Is there anything dry right now?
I said no.
There's only 3 people on. Alright, is it safe out there?
Yeah.
Alright.
Here's the bigger rifle.
I lost my cameraman.
Here's the bigger statue of Liberty.
So here is the Capitol building, I believe this is, in DC. And we drove by this on the road when we were coming down here. See, there's the Lego wife. She's under a tree, getting more wet than out here. And here's New York City. So we have the Statue of Liberty here on Ellis Island. And some of New York City's finest. I see the Ladder 10 truck, as well as the Empire State Building. I see the Chrysler Building in the distance. If you want to film this a little bit more, see if some more people come in. Still filming, right?
Yeah, still filming.
Yeah, so this is a little more of the New York City stuff over here. We'll head over behind us to a few more things and come up to the Star Wars stuff in 1 second. So let's go this way quick. Probably not going to be a long video because it's off and on rain here, so we got to get out of the rain with the phone, with the camera. Come this way, buddy.
Brandon, come on.
So over here we have Lego wood. And it looks like Grauman's Chinese Theater is what that is. So if you've been to Hollywood, you've seen the Grauman's Chinese Theater. And Madame Tussauds Wax Museum is over there on the left. And then over there is some sort of Orpheum Theater. We can see what that is on the sign over here. That would help. Come over here, we have the Hollywood Bowl. The Hollywood Bowl is very similar to... Someone said happy birthday. Hollywood Bowl is very similar to what we have in Boston, which is called the Orpheum. Or the Esplanade on the water, on the Charles.
Dad, there's foxes! Foxes!
Oh, Brendan spotted some foxes in the woods over there, some red foxes. Those are pretty cool. I like those better than the Hollywood Bowl. Let's head up to the Star Wars section, and I'll probably have to cut this short. Got 4 people on. So we're heading up to the Star Wars section of Lego here. There's a few large-scale sculptures. My favorite is the giant Millennium Falcon. But there's some other stuff here, some big bases. This is the... I don't know what Star Wars Episode 3 Revenge of the Sith, the Kashyyyk and Mustafar, whatever that may be. I like Star Wars, but I don't know enough about all the stuff. Let's go to the Millennium Falcon on this side instead.
I picked a plane and
Look at that monster. That thing is amazing over there. That giant sand crawler type thing is just insane. But behind us is the Millennium Falcon, which I really like. So this is the, I hear the Cantina music playing over there, which is probably Mos Eisley. You can see the little take on the Star Wars scene at the bar where Han or Boba Fett shot first. There's a big controversy about that. But those look really cool. And then you have all kinds of creatures in the distance.
Come on, let's go!
And then over to the Millennium Falcon if my phone doesn't get too much wetter. Just cover the ports.
I thought I was.
Okay. And here's the massive Millennium Falcon, which is, I don't know, it's probably 4 feet wide, and it usually goes up and down just so you can see it move, but it's not moving right now. Not as big as the Ultimate Collector Series Millennium Falcon, but still pretty cool. There's some giant AT-ATs over here, AT-ATs. One of them fell down because that one got shot down by
No, that's because I pressed the button and that happened. Oh, look!
There goes the Millennium Falcon, it's going up. So, that's really cool looking. I wish it could take off now and go flying, but... I really like this whole little, it's kind of like a Hoth section. Is that what this is called? what they call this thing. Yep. This is Hoth. You can see the guy just took the rope up there. He's climbing into the AT-AT, or AT-AT, however you want to say it.
I pressed the button and that happened. Come on, let's go.
And a little more of Hoth on the base. And there's a giant Darth Vader. Who's over there? Hi, Drew. Thanks. Hi, Crystal.
Wait, who? Drew?
Drew's on, yep. Hi, Drew. We started early because the rain is being a little wacky here. You can see the Hoth base here. Much better Hoth base here than the set that they made last summer, I believe it was. Drew says hi to Brendan.
Hi.
And there's the
I got a llama.
6 to 7 foot tall Darth Vader over there, as well as an R2-D2 who needs a little work. Very faded on the colors. Who's that? Carlos. Are those minifigures? They're more like mini land figures, so they're not. They're probably 3 or 4 inches tall. There's Brendan posing with Darth Vader, and then over on that one we have the R2-D2. There's a kid there, so we'll wait a second. Hey. And over here we have R2-D2 as well. So come closer here so I can show them the colors I'm talking about. So you can see a lot of the colors after being in the sun for a while get really faded. And so they need to update a lot of this stuff because it does kind of look lousy after a while out here in Florida.
I spotted something.
So it's pretty cool when they build these, but they do need to get some maintenance on some of this stuff. Brendan found something in the woods over here.
There we go.
Oh, look at that. There's a little scene over here. This is the scene from, I think, what is that?
The Ewoks.
Ewok Village, where they're smashing the AT-ST. That's pretty funny. I see some of the Ewoks down there, and again, they're like 3 or 4 inch figures. And then over here is another one. I like how they're hidden in the woods. And here we got one on one of the speeders. The land speeders rising through.
When I see a button, I press. Ooh, another button.
And a couple more things here, and then we're going to be done because it's still kind of raining and sprinkling on the camera here. But I'll do a little goodbye to everybody that came in. Here's a few more.
I know, I saw those.
So you can see down there how they built the C-3PO and R2-D2 where they made them out of bricks. So everything's brick-built figures here. They don't use any minifigures in the display models. Those are all... They're in none of them. Actually, none of the display models have minifigures. Those are stuff we can buy for the sets, but all this is larger scale, so... That's Princess Leia down there. I remember that scene. And a few more things. What's that? Right there. And here we have another large-scale set with this... I don't know what it is, but this large satellite dish, and then this awesome spaceship. I believe CJ built one of those. I have it in the basement where CJ built that ship in smaller scale, obviously. And then another mech down there as well. Oh no, it's raining.
Wait, stop! It stopped raining.
It hasn't been raining all day, Drew, but it's been off and on for the last hour. Of course, when I wanted to start filming, it starts raining. And here's Naboo. I like the domes on Naboo here. So we have large city castle here in Naboo. And then when we come around the corner, we can see the Starfighter. Over there is some of the battle droids and a battle going on as well.
No, we have to go over there too.
No, we're just gonna come this way.
No, Dad, please. Come on.
So here's the Naboo Starfighter, which if you've seen the whatever number that is at that point, it goes up and down. Nice little hangar there.
CJ, or you built one of those, I thought.
Yeah, we don't have the Lego version. We had the actual, like, it wasn't a Lego version of that, but they made a Lego one. I just never got it.
We never saw that.
No, I didn't see inside before that it lights up and they're shooting at us. I don't know why we're getting shot at in there, but...
Ah!
And they incorporated some real stuff here with the waterfalls and rocks and everything else. We're gonna head out of Mainland and do a couple more minutes and then we're gonna get off of here. You wonder if they consulted AC Pin for Naboo? I don't know. That guy's amazing. Shout out to AC Pin. He's not like he's watching, but... Yep, there's some reactors or something on that side, not quite sure. Pretty cool looking though. And here's, oh, we missed Darth Maul behind us. And here we have a life-size Darth Maul statue as well, so that's been here since when the movies came out, so Pretty cool looking.
He's
Brandon's
biting
putting his finger in Darth Maul's mouth right now. Hey, let's head up to here and then we'll say goodbye to everybody. So we'll walk through a few more spots, but over here is the Coaster-saurus, which is pretty cool, as well as the Lost Kingdom Adventure, which has castle-themed stuff. And Pharaoh's Revenge is just a playhouse for kids. It's a lot of this Chima stuff that they leftovers. And they have the new Ninjago section, which is really cool. The ride in Ninjago is pretty interactive. You get to swipe your hands and shoot at enemies on the screen.
Yeah, you go like this.
You go like that, yep.
Except
And
I didn't have this one.
they total the points for the carriage, for the whole cart, or your individual points to see who gets the higher score. Somehow I got the higher score in ours. I don't even know, because I wasn't know I was doing it first.
I beat my mom.
Good job. So that's pretty much it. Right.
No, Coaster-saurus is not the dragon coaster. That's a different.
Oh, that's right.
a different
Coaster-saurus
one.
is some sort of dinosaur theme thing. I'm not quite sure what that's all
Should we go
about.
on?
Not with the camera.
Do they have any free samples?
Free samples of what? There's no free samples. Although if you bring little minifigs with you, you can swap it with any staff member and they'll trade you. They kind of I think have to trade with you. So if you have a little lousier one, you can upgrade your minifigures to a newer one at that point. So that's pretty cool. So I think we're not gonna film anymore because it's a little wet and we've been on for about 20 minutes.
No, it didn't.
We've been on filming for about 20 minutes. A little bit of rain, which I ran with the camera. You might have seen black screen for a few minutes, but thanks for whoever's watching anyway. So, like I said, it was just a little touted. It is my birthday, so I'm at Legoland, and where else would I be on my birthday but Legoland, Florida, where it was really, really hot out today. But thanks to the lovely wife for bringing us today, and
Buying you a Lego set. For
I
your
got a
birthday.
Lego set too. I got one of the new Ninjagos called Destiny's Bounty, which is a set. It's about 2,200 pieces. And it wasn't too bad price-wise, $159, so that was pretty cool too.
And I also got a snake.
And he got a snake, which I don't know what that has anything to do with Lego, but that's okay.
Neither.
Well, whoever's watching, thanks for tuning in. I gotta probably run now. But hey, check us out on Facebook. Don't forget to check us out on Instagram and Twitter at BuiltFromBricks, and keep watching each and every day for more fun episodes. What have you built today?
Imagination Zoom is all the way. Okay, that's the vid.
I can't see what Drew
What
wrote.
have
Drew wrote.
you built today?
He said, "What a great place to spend your